Hey, what's up guys? Kong739 here, today back with another Clash Royale video. Today I'll be looking over a few replays. As you can see, I am in Builder's Workshop, but I did drop down to Spell Valley for a little bit. I was having a bit of trouble winning. My friend Luke's deck, this one right here, wasn't really working for me, so I tried out a new one, and it is the Cannon, Minions, Wizard, Prince, Goblins, Arrows, Witch, and Giant Skeleton. And everybody's like, oh, the cannon sucks. No, it doesn't. Against a Hog Rider, you can see in the battles, it'll just completely stop the damage. Unless it uses a freeze, in which case I can just use Goblins. So, it's pretty good, actually. And the main pushes I can do would be Giant Skeleton with Wizard and or Witch. Or I can also do like a Prince and Minions, a Prince and Wizard, a Prince and Witch. There's different combinations. And it's good because most of the cards in this deck can be offensive or defensive. Example, the Goblins, Witch, Giant Skeleton, Wizard, Minions, not Prince. Prince is basically all offense, but yeah, so that's pretty much how the deck works. You can see I lost a battle here using Luke's deck. Where were they? Okay, right here. So, let's watch this one. So, you can see I'm in Spell Valley. Say good luck, smiley face. Or, I guess I should call that the thumbs up face, because that's not really a smiley face. But so, you can see facing a guy with the hog. A really bad start here, because I do not have the cannon. Whereas, I could have just put the cannon down, and that would have finished it. You can see he'll put the Valkyrie down to stop this push, which is actually a really good move, but it is managed to be taken down, and the Prince tanks for that Witch pretty well. But if he hadn't have put that Knight down, that would have been really good damage to the tower. Unfortunately, he did, so it was defended pretty well. And I have some damage against my tower, so that's not overly good. But you can see I do a Giant Skeleton Minions push, and look, it'll just walk right up to the tower, and boom, that's like assuming he locks onto the tower, or he doesn't even need to, he's so close that boom, 800 damage to the tower. And he hit the Valkyrie too, so that's so good, because the Witch and Tower can take that out before it does anything. Okay, so the Witch will slowly move down the lane against those archers. It will take them out, and the skeletons spawned just in time to help the Witch against that Knight. The Goblins will go in, and a Prince. That Prince, I wish I could have gotten down a little bit earlier, but it doesn't really matter because the Prince will still hit the tower, and down it goes. So that Prince will get one hit off on the Musketeer, and I got the Wizard there. This is like a really bad push, Wizard-Witch push. It doesn't really do anything. It's just like kind of there. If I had gotten a Giant Skeleton down, that would have been impossible. So you can see here I just dropped the cannon, and I didn't need to use the minions, but just to make sure I did. So, like, if you use the cannon properly and use, like, the proper placement, it works really, really well. Now I'll drop the Witch and Goblins back there to slow it down, and another Wizard to help take out those. Yeah, the Wizard almost died, but I can put the Prince down, and that's a really good push. It will be hard to defeat, except for he used the Valkyrie, and that was, like, the end of it. But that's okay, because it's still going. You can see yes, I did use Goblins. I could have just used the cannon, but Goblins would have been ready a lot faster, so I think that was a better decision. I drop off the Wizard to take care of that baby dragon, and I'll use the Prince on the Musketeer. It's kind of like a cheeky thing to do, but it works, so yeah. Sorry about those notifications on the top. But, yeah. So, 1 crown victory. Not too bad. Yeah, so the deck's working pretty well. There's 2 more that I'd like to show you. Right here. Okay, so in Builder's Workshop again. I shouldn't be. It's like one of those times when you're almost there, and it puts you in there to kind of test you. What really bothers me about Builder's Workshop is if you look right in the center, you can see that gear. It's just constantly spinning. It just continuously spins while the others move at the same time. That one just bothers me. You can see you get really good damage on the tower there, and easy cleanup with arrows to get rid of all of that. Just boom. But it is a half spawner deck. He's not using all of the spawners, but just enough to be annoying. And those will chip down on the tower. And I noticed he didn't have a hog yet, so I figured I could drop my cannon, and he will use minions. I should have placed the wizard up a bit closer, and that would have taken out those minions, and the cannon still could have helped. I won't have enough for my giant skeleton. Oh, I might. I should have just played my prince here. Oh, wait, no. That was a good move. Sorry, I was confusing myself. So, yeah, he uses barbs, which is like the ultimate counter to that, because I can't really do anything, but I get a witch down, and that will kind of block the barbarians almost and get them low. The witch and wizard are so helpful against spawner decks, and the minions are good too, because the minions can kill the barbarians. So that's good. Sorry about those notifications again. I'll put things on mute next time I record. But yeah, so I have a lot of good damage down on the tower. I just need one more push to get in there. But I'm mostly playing defense against this spawner, because that's what you have to do. So I do a sneaky push down the left side, and it pays off. That prince gets a lot of hits off. And then I can use the arrows to take down that minion horde. That they use barbarians to get rid of. They use. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. But I can get a small push going down there. And yeah, that'll be enough to take down the tower. Don't worry about the notifications. They're just, my friends doing stuff. If you didn't know, school ended yesterday. So that's like really good for me because I can get out a lot of videos. And that's super nice. Okay, so I'm going to go turn off those notifications so that it doesn't bother you guys anymore. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to be looking at the final replay, which is this one. So, I'll watch this. You guys are welcome to try out this deck. It works really well for me, but that's just me, so you might have a different opinion on it. Still in Spell Valley, but I did make it back up to Builder's Workshop earlier today, actually. So, I'll do a Giant Skeleton Minions push, which works, well, it's a decent push. It does get shut down right here, though. But the giant bomb will, like the death bomb, will actually take out that bomber. So that's really, really helpful for me. And I have a small push going down the side, which he easily counters away with barbarians. But most of those barbs go down, well, half of them do, to the goblins and witch. So I can just use a wizard on the side to counter that mini push, you could say. And it sets me up for a counter push with a prince. Unfortunately, he will fireball that, which bothers me, but the prince will get a charge strike and a normal strike off on the tower. So that's very helpful. The negative thing about the bomber is it can't hit air, so I can just easily counter that, and the minions will get a few swings off on the tower, which is like really nice. Like those 3 minions, they don't look like much, but they're like flying goblins almost. They don't do a lot. They do a lot of damage if they're just left alone, but they don't have a lot of health, so that's why you have to be careful. I'll arrow these minions just to get them out of the way and keep the cannon alive. And this witch will kind of have a duel with the musketeer. and will take it out with a bit of health remaining to take care of those barbs. And the wizard also helps. So double elixir so I can drop my prince down and he'll start the charge. Can take out that bomber really easily. And the witch will go down. These guys. See the goblins on the tower? When nothing, cause it couldn't shoot them because it was focusing on the prince, right? So they can just do little tiny damage that ends up building up. So with the witch and minions, it will be able to take out these barbs fairly easily. And the giant skeleton will walk onto the tower. And that's pretty much a good game. The death bomb does like 800 damage, roughly. So that's really good. I can do a push here. He got really unlucky with that he used his witch. He couldn't really get a good push with that, like the giant bomber or witch, which would have but that probably would have taken me down if he could get those going together. But yeah, another 1 crown victory. So not the best, but not the worst. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Meow, my clan, still, with all my friends in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Goodbye.